Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera. Hello and welcome to my channel. Perkenalkan, nama saya Adi Fahri, biasa dipanggil Adib. Dan di channel ini saya ingin berbagi sedikit pengalaman tentang bagaimana kita bisa meningkatkan kemampuan berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris. Saat ini bahasa Inggris sangatlah penting karena kita hidup di era globalisasi yang menuntut kita untuk bisa paham dan yang lebih penting lagi bisa lancar dalam berbicara bahasa Inggris. So in this video, I would like to give an example of simple conversation in English between me and my good friend Ernest. He's from Bandung and he speaks English fluently. Please keep in mind that our English speaking ability is not perfect and you might hear some mistakes here and there, but we never stop learning and we're not afraid to make mistakes. And that is the point of why I'm making this video, to encourage the young generation in Indonesia to never stop learning or practicing and never be afraid to make mistakes. Any correction, suggestion, or constructive ideas are welcome. Enjoy the video.
Hi Ernest, how are you?
Hey, Mas Adib, great. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you now?
At home?
There's
At
your
home in
home.
Bandung, enjoying your vacation?
Oh, Bandung. I like Bandung.
Yes. Yeah, it's a nice city
Oh,
actually.
I've been there like 2 years ago.
2 years. You should come often.
Yeah, I wish. Bandung is very nice city. I
Yeah,
love
yeah, yeah.
Bandung.
Indeed. It's really nice. It's a big city though.
Yeah. I have a question for you. Please tell me a little bit about yourself and your educational background.
Myself, my name is Ernest, by the way. You may call me Ernie. That's my nickname, mostly on the ship, because yeah, lots of our friends are from overseas, so they like to call your name in short. And Ernie is one of the names that suits me well. Well, yeah, that's my name, and yeah, I'm the eldest from three siblings. I have one sister and one brother. My parents, I live with my parents, by the way. I still live with my mom, and it's my cousins that still live with us as well here in the house. And we live in Bandung. And I actually not originally from Bandung, as I was born in Majalengka. It's actually the other city. It's more like a town that is 3 hours from here. So from Majalengka, I was born there, and then we moved to Sumedang, the city of tofu. And then I started my education there, continued my education there until senior high school. And then from senior high school, I continued my study to STPB. We call it as a NHI. So that's the tourism school here in Indonesia. Yeah, to the hotel school. That started my education there for hotel operations. Started from food beverage, and then room division, kitchen, and then pastries as well, and then housekeeping. So all those departments are one of the elements in order to perfect our knowledge about hotel operations. So that's me and my education, and yeah.
Awesome. When was the first time for you to learn about English?
So the first time I started learning English was when I was in the fifth grader. They could have started earlier from the third grader, but at that time I don't know why that I started on the fifth grader. but maybe it's just because maybe at that time that English is not really like a compulsory subject to learn in elementary school. But then I started from elementary school, and then of course like a basic English, basic, but it is very important. Mostly about the grammar and tenses. You know the funny things though, like the
Yeah.
first English language that the teacher asked when I was there on the first lesson, she asked like, "What kind of word do you know, guys?" And most of my friends know like yes, no, thank you. And I said like,
No
"What
smoking.
about you, Ernest?" Yeah, some people say like no smoking, but then when it came to my turn, she asked like, "What do you know, Ernest?" I said, "Danger." And everyone laughed.
Ooh.
And I was like, no, because it's very common that I always hear over and over and over again.
How could you know the word danger at that
No, because
age?
at that time I had my father calling his company because he worked at that
Hmm.
time like in two companies, actually in one branch, in another
Okay.
branch in Singapore. And then
Hmm.
when he made a call during the phone call, he always say like danger, danger, and danger. What is that actually means? I don't even know at the time. But then, yeah, when the teacher asks, it's spontaneous. I said like, danger.
Okay, just a little bit information for the like our friends or viewers that your father was like Siemens or captain. Is that right? Is
Yes,
that right?
that's
Yeah,
correct. Yeah,
captain on the ship. Yeah. So that's
yes,
why you know the word danger, danger.
danger and danger, because safety is paramount.
Exactly. Based on your experience, what is the most efficient way to learn about English?
I really think based on my assumption and also based on my experience, I think the easiest way to learn English is first watching movies, English movies without subtitles. That's the first one. The second one, if you want to learn about the dialect, about how to speak and pronounce properly, and then start learning about listening to the English music, regardless from Beatles, Rolling Stones, down to Westlife, and then you may be able to know at least like the words started little by little, uh, slowly, but then it will perfect your English.
Wow.
And don't forget to
That
start whenever you see like foreigners in your city, just simply said like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And then start a conversation.
don't be shy.
Yes, and you could see like how far you can go from there.
Yeah. And one more thing, do not afraid to make a mistake.
That's correct. That's very important.
Yes. Thanks for the sharing. That's actually my, my tips as well. Music and movies, those two are like the best way to learn English very, very fast.
That's true. Yeah,
How important is the ability to speak English to your job?
it's very important because we read all the manuals, also the guidance. Everything is written in English, so we need to have the ability to comprehend uh, the meaning or the guidance that we are actually like looking into. For instance, when we're about to do something, there's always the guidance, and then we need to comprehend like what does the guidance mean to us, and then is it applicable or not. So on my perspective, English is very important to my job.
Good, good. And it's also important because we have to speak in English like for everyday life, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
And Do you have any interesting, funny, or memorable experience that related to English conversation?
I think I
For
had one
example,
experience.
with yeah, for example, with native speaker or with your coworker or something like that.
The funny things about misunderstanding about English, of course.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So
That would be a good example.
that's a good example. Great. This is based on the experience. So this is about the explanation about the, of course, about payroll in our job, which leads to misunderstanding. So it is very important again to, yeah, when you talk about money and then we are using English, it is very important to comprehend the meaning of, the explanation itself. It's the story of my life, by the way.
Okay.
And then,
You have traveled to so many countries in the world. Please tell us which one is your favorite and why. After
my
Indonesia, of
favorite,
course.
the favorite country for me is the Netherlands. Yeah,
Ah,
it has a lot of histories, and also it's just the country that is so amusing. The country is beautiful, and everyone is nice, and we are able to see as many Indonesian as we have here in Indonesia, espe- especially in The Hague. There are a lot of Indonesian food and also a lot of Indonesian people. Like, yeah,
oh yeah. Just a little bit interesting fact about Ernest is that Ernest can speak Dutch, right?
yes.
Could you please, you know, speak a little bit Dutch for us?
Yeah,
Please.
sure. Um, you can start from the greetings,
Yeah, greetings.
from good morning, like the goedemorgen, and then selamat siang or good day as a goedemiddag. And then if you want to say good night, good evening, oh, you can say
Goedenavond.
goeienacht, goedenavond, goedenacht for the night, and then goedenavond for the evening. And then you
Ah,
start the conversation. You can ask, what's your name? Like, what's your name? Or do you know someone? Ken je dit? Ken je dat? Or ken je iemand? It's simple.
wow. You're so talented, guys. Okay, then this is the last two question actually. It's a little bit serious topic. What do you think about this global pandemic and the impact for hospitality industry?
Wow, this pandemic is really like it's a huge deal that everyone has to feel the effect. The effect is actually like spreading throughout the world, and hospitality is one of the sectors that has to experience this pandemic. We had the experience really bad. We knew, and you know as well, like how we go through this. We went through everything, all the hard work, just to survive, especially with our work that we have. So it is indeed affecting hospitality industry very bad. But what we do know that we will go back stronger. We will be back stronger than ever.
Do you have any tips or advice for young generation in Indonesia or anyone who watched this video in regards to how to improve their English speaking ability?
Sure. The first one would be never stop learning. And yeah, don't get satisfied easily. You need to keep learning and don't stop learning. That's the only thing. Learning, learning, and learning.
Never stop learning.
Yeah.
That's very good. Even I can say to everybody that I'm still learning. Like honestly,
Me too.
my English,
I mean, every
my
day,
English is not perfect.
same as mine too. Like every day, I learn new things, and yeah,
Yeah, and every day also we can learn new thing, like you said, and from there we can improve our English, right?
that's agree. Yeah, that's true.
Well, thank you so much, Mang Ernie, for your time and for this, Q&A or this conversation in English.
You're welcome, Masadim. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Masadim. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a good day and see you next time in
See you on another
whatever.
ship.
In
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes.
All right, Masadim.
Success.
You too.
Bye.
Bye, Masadim.